Good morning, Greg.
Morning, Jason.
This is Tea and Toast, and coming up on today's episode, we have got Ghostbusters movie mistakes.
Ghostbusters!
Ghostbusters! It is Monday morning, Greg, and we have got a semi-regular slot on a Monday now, haven't we?
You've got a semi what?
A semi-regular slot, Greg.
Right.
You know, Monday movie mistakes, which we do every few Mondays.
Triple M.
Monday. Oh yeah.
Triple M.
I should say that we do these movie mistakes with love for the film, don't we, Greg?
Oh yeah, we're not
We're not having a go at the film.
We're not haters.
We love the films. We wouldn't do it if we didn't love them, would we? And it's only because we've watched them hundreds and hundreds of times, well, some of us have, that we notice these mistakes, isn't it, Greg? But today, I know that you have seen this film hundreds of times, Greg.
Ghostbusters! Ghostbusters!
Ghostbusters Monday movie mistakes.
I think it's great that you're doing Ghostbusters a couple of weeks after Halloween. It's brilliant, Jason. The timing's impeccable.
Here we go with mistake number one in Ghostbusters then, Greg.
I bought you them and you've not touched them.
Have you tasted it?
I had the strawberry ones.
Yeah, that's apple.
Ooh.
Here we go with mistake number one, Greg, from Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters!
I've called this Foot Behind the Locker.
The what?
Foot Behind the Locker. You'll see why.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me. Is this is the Ghostbusters office?
Yes, it is. Can I help you?
I don't have an appointment. I'd like to talk to someone, please.
Foot behind the locker, Greg. Foot behind the locker. What?
I wouldn't call it like a mistake or anything like that.
Of course it is. He wasn't meant to be there, was he?
Yeah, but I know.
Who was it? What was he doing?
Well, Bill Murray got up, didn't he? And walked off.
What are you trying to say, Greg?
Nothing.
All right. Do you want to see the next one?
Yes.
This is called the Daily News. The Daily News, Greg. The time-travelling newspaper.
Tell me
what
about
happened?
it. Tell me about it, Jason. Tell me.
Well, the picture on the front of the newspaper in the montage happens halfway through the film. However, the picture was clearly of them at the end when they were firing the streams at Gozar the Gozerian. So how did it get into that newspaper in the middle of the film? And there wasn't even a photographer on the roof with them.
It's photography. It's slack editing, Jason. Not like what we do together. Because I know when we put all this together, you know, all the bits you see on the screen and the intro, you know, we work really hard on that together, don't we, Jason? There's no slack editing there, is there, Jason, when we do it together?
No, Greg, there's not.
Are you suggesting you do it all, Jason?
Do you want to see the next one?
Yes, please.
The next one, Greg, is called Stay Puffed Tie.
Sorry?
Stay Puffed Tie. You'll see why in a minute. So, Greg, did you see what happened there?
Yes, I did, Jason.
What happened, Greg?
I think he didn't want to ruin his tie by the lasers streams, so he took it off and thought, right, I'll save that.
Mr. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man took his tie off just before he got shot by the proton streams.
That's what I
from the
meant.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters!
Ghostbusters!
That's what I meant.
Is it not more feasible that the little people who made the little model of Mr. Stay Puft forgot to put the tie on for that particular sequence?
Very feasible indeed, Jason.
I know.
Very feasible indeed.
Thanks very much.
However, I like to believe that the Puff took his tie off.
I love an obvious stunt double, Greg, don't you?
Oh, love it, Jason, don't you?
Who were those people falling into the ground there in that clip? Because they clearly weren't the Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters!
Ghostbusters!
They were the stunt doubles, weren't they,
They
Jason?
were, Greg, yes.
They were, Jason.
Stuck out a mile, didn't
Stuck out a mile.
they? Last one, Greg. Last Ghostbusters movie mistake coming up right now.
Wait there, Jason. Look. It's even on there, Jason. You've got me going now with this tie thing. Look, it's on there. It's even on the thing there. It
is, yeah. But this is the last movie mistake. We've moved on from that one, Greg. Keep your eye on the boulders falling off of the building at the end of Ghostbusters here.
It's there though, Jason.
Yeah. Because you'd think that great big heavy boulders, Greg, would smash anything that they landed on, wouldn't you? Well, watch this. Did you see that, Greg? That obviously heavy boulder fell from the top of the roof
and bounced
off of the police barrier into a man who seemed to just brush it off.
And the barrier was only made out of wood.
I know.
So it didn't even break that, did it?
No. Amazing. I think it was a prop, Greg. Do you?
Well, obviously, Jason. I mean, you're a bit stupid. Bricks don't bounce, do they?
That was Monday Movie Mistakes, Greg.
Triple M.
But we are taking the movie theme a little bit further in today's episode, aren't we, Greg?
I don't know, I've just turned up.
We are going to play a game of Trivia Wars. In Trivia Wars, we have both selected 2 bits of movie trivia that we think are the most interesting. Obviously, I'm going to win, but there is a chance that Greg's movie trivia is more interesting than mine.
I don't think I'm going to win this, Jason. I'm not expecting to.
Well, let's find out, shall we?
The reason is, I've only just found them about 5 minutes ago and not quickly, so I know you do all your research, but I'll just turn up, didn't I, Jason?
Let's hear your first bit of movie trivia then, Greg.
Okay, Jason, did you know the original character name for Indiana Jones was originally going to be called Indiana Smith?
That's fairly interesting.
It's good, isn't it?
Bet I can beat it.
No, but think about it, Indiana Smith.
Smith and Jones.
What's that got to do with anything?
It became Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah, good one. That's a better fact than mine, and it was not even a fact.
Did you know that Jeff Cohen...
Your voice is keep going. Yeah.
Chunk from the Goonies.
Looks like you, yeah.
Always have to put one in from the Goonies, don't I, Greg? He contracted chickenpox whilst on the set of the Goonies, but he was so scared that he was going to get replaced, he didn't tell anyone. And he turned up for work on several occasions with chickenpox, which became quite obvious when they did the truffle shuffle scene. And if you look quite closely in HD, you can see the chickenpox on Jeff Cohen's belly. I think I win there, don't you, Greg?
I just don't really want to look at it, his belly, to be honest.
Have you got another one?
Yes.
Go on then.
I've got to read this one though, Jason.
Oh, go on then.
I think this is going to be the winner. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised about this. Did you know, Jason, Steve Guttenberg, you know, played the part in Police Academy?
Yeah.
That role, Mahoney, yeah, was auditioned by Bruce Willis.
No.
He went for that part.
Really?
Do you want to see who else went for it?
Who else?
Bruce Willis, Michael Keaton, Tom Hanks went for it, and I don't know this one, Judge Reinhold.
So Steve Guttenberg got the part over all of those actors?
Yeah, they went with him instead of Tom Hanks, Bruce Willis.
Was it because he was the cheapest?
Possibly. I can't imagine any of them playing that part though, can you?
Well, not now,
Mahoney
no.
was brilliant.
Kind of made Steve Guttenberg that, didn't it?
Well, that's all he ever did really, wasn't it?
Cocoon.
Cocoon? I forgot about that. He did do a Disney mansion. Was it the haunted thing?
No, it was High Spirits.
That's the one. Yeah, he was in that one there.
Do you want to hear my final
No.
bit of movie trivia?
Do you not like that one then,
It was
Jason?
good, that, Greg, but I think this one's going to beat it.
Of course
You
it is.
were talking about Indiana Jones, weren't you? Harrison Ford. Did you know that Harrison Ford had a cameo in E.T.? He played Elliot's school principal. However, the scene was completely cut from the film. Harrison Ford ended up on the cutting room floor.
Indiana Smith.
Who do you think won that then, Greg?
Well, me with Guttenberg.
I think that is a good one, that.
Yeah, but you'd never have got that, would you?
No.
So I win.
Let's call it a draw.
Yes. Call it a draw.
Go on then.
I might throw 2 at you today, Jason. What do you call a man with a spade on his head?
I don't know, Greg. What do you call a man with a spade on his head?
Doug. What do you call a man with a seagull on his head?
I don't know, Greg. What do you call a man with a seagull on his head?
Cliff.
Believe it or not, Greg, that is the end of another Tea and Toast. How many is that we've done now? 30-ish? 30 odd?
I think it's time we packed it in, to be honest, Jace.
Do you?
Running its
I was
course.
thinking we should go 3 a week.
Don't ever say that, Jason.
Why not?
Because then we'll have to cut squash down, won't we?
In the meantime, we'll see you on the next episode of Tea and Toast.
I always beat him at squash.